Hello, welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we will be discussing everything around objects in JavaScript. That's right. We'll be talking about objects and we'll be talking about the different properties in objects in JavaScript. We'll also be talking about the different object methods in JavaScript. And without further ado, let's dive in. So, when you hear about objects, what comes to mind? So, basically, for me, the first time I heard about objects, I was a bit confused. I was like, do you mean the objects in real life, or is there a different type of objects in JavaScript? And when I dug deeper, I realized that, oh, it's actually the same thing in real life. So objects in JavaScript are the same with objects in real life. And what do I mean by that? Objects, that's the one in real life, they have properties. And for example, let's see, we talk about a car. A car is an object. And a car has properties. A car has a headlamp. A car has the door. A car has a color. A car has seats. These are the different properties that makes up a car. And in JavaScript, it's no different. In JavaScript, the same concepts apply to objects. So objects in JavaScript are basically the same as objects in real life, and they have properties as same as objects in real life. Objects in JavaScript are denoted using the curly braces. So to declare an object in JavaScript, the way we do that is, first and foremost, we create a variable called, let's call it my object. And my object has a curly braces. So an object is created or denoted as an opening curly brace and an ending curly brace. And objects, like I mentioned, has properties. So for example, we have, let's change this to car, just as we described in the video. So this is the car object. And like I mentioned earlier, cars have they have some certain types of properties. Let's start with the headlamp. So a car has a headlamp, and a headlamp, let's call it this. A headlamp is white in color. So let's say headlamp white. I'm sorry about that. Headlamp white and body. Let's see, the body of the car is blue. And the tires are 2 because, sorry, the tires are 4 because you have 2 tires in the front and 2 in the back. So the typical car has 4 tires. So let's say 4. And side mirrors have 2 side mirrors, so yeah, this is basically how objects are created in JavaScript. So objects can be created either this way or by calling the object class. To create an object, let's see an object house using the object class, we call the object class. So we'll do new object and we call it like this. And for this new object, we can decide to start passing its properties. So we can decide to say what properties does a house have? A house has windows. So we can say windows How many windows does a house? A typical house. Let's give it a random number. Let's say it has 6 windows. And doors, it has 4 doors. And color, sorry, color, we could say it is white in color, things like that. So basically this is the way you instantiate, or this is the way you declare your objects in JavaScript. So that's about that. Since we've been able to instantiate or declare our objects, how do we access the value? Now, let's say we want to access the tires in the car objects. The way we access it is we do car.tires to access it. So we do cars.tires to access the tires value, and for house we can do house.color to access it. Yeah. So let's run. Oh yes. I made a mistake. Sorry about that. It's meant to. Let's just this and object. No, object is meant to this. Sorry, I can't say this. Let's run it again. So house.color gives us house.color gives us white, and for car didn't run. I guess let's clear it. So let me comment this out, and car.tires. Okay. Oh, it keeps running for this. Why is that? Okay, let's bring this down. See what happens. Oh, nice. So I think what happened here, because we are using the JavaScript console on the browser, it's kind of like picks the so because we didn't use the console.log, it only gets the last JavaScript expression basically the last JavaScript expression. It gets the last one and it interprets it. So it kind of like neglects the one above. So let's say, for example, if we had done something like this, if we had said console.log would have printed it too. So it would have printed both white and 4. But because the way the JavaScript console works in the browser, it only picks the last expression. I don't know if this is an expression. Yeah, it picks the last expression and neglects anyone above. So yeah, this is how you get a property in an object. Objects as well can also be iterated. And to iterate an object in JavaScript, you use the for in loop. or the for in method. So you do something like for loop for in. Okay, it doesn't give the IntelliSense doesn't work here, but so basically the way it's structured is something like this: for const let's say key, or yeah, const key in objects, do whatever. So this is the way you treat an object in JavaScript. So you can use the for in method, and yeah, using the for in method, you get the keys of an object, and then using the key you can access. Using the key you can access items in the objects. And the way you do that is you basically call the object and you pass in the key as this. So there are two ways. So either you do this way, or you do it this way. Just key. So this only applies when you know the name of this particular one. That's the second method. Applies only when you know what the key looks like. But the first one applies when you don't know what the key looks like. So most times when an object is given to us, we might not necessarily know how the key looks like, and basically the only way we can get values out of our objects while we don't know what the key looks like is using the first option. So using the first option, we can get our values, and then we can do whatever operations we want to do with the value. So that is that. And let's try and solve a problem using objects. Let's say we have an object of let's say an object of courses in the university. So we have the different courses. So for each of the departments or each of the faculty, we have a specific department related to that, and for each of the departments, we have a specific course related to that. And would want to find a way to get a course for a particular student. So let's say student A. Let's say student A is a fresher that wants to know the courses available to his new department, and his department happens to be the CS. It happens to be the CS department, so we abbreviate it using CS. And so he wants to know, okay, what are the different courses available to me as a CS student? And to do that, let's construct a university object. And a university object has different faculties, as I mentioned. So let's see, faculty of arts, and you have faculty of sciences, and let's see the faculty of law. So let's say instead of having the students give us just the um instead of having the student give us just the department, let's create an object for the students and then provide some information, some data. So the first is we get the student name and we get the student faculty, we get the student department, we get um and let's say we get the students. Yeah, I think this information we do. This information will do. So let's call him John Doe, the popular John Doe. And for the faculty, let's say he belongs to the Faculty of Sciences and his department is CS. And in the art faculty, we have in the arts we have what are some of the courses we have in arts? Okay, let's start with economics. So have economics, and we have public admin. We have what are the courses? I'm not an art student, so I'm finding it hard to. Okay, maybe I don't know. Does architecture fall into arts? Let's see. Architecture. So sciences. We have CS, of course. We have let's see, medicine, and then we have engineering. Oh yes, let's just use engineering. But engineering is a faculty, yeah? Okay, let's use CS, medicine, and public health. Let's just use public health. And for each of these courses, for each of these departments, we have total number of students. Let's say economics are 23, and courses they offer let's say the course let's make the courses an array. So courses they offer let's say math. They don't do math, so English using the abbreviations. Let's make it full. English, music, civic, education. Let's just limit it to 3 courses for now. And let's copy this. Let's try and do that. So for this, you can see that it's 4. English, of course. Let's switch it up a bit. Let's see communications and music. And For this, let's make the numbers. Ooh. Oh, no, it can't be 34. Let's see for the 8th. And for the courses, we have English, we have what courses? I don't know. But let's see. Oh, let's just say drawing, uh, painting, and for CS, which was what I studied in school. CS students are usually larger in size, so they always have a high number. So let's give them 67, and maths first, and physics, let's see, data structure. Yeah. Then for this is getting way bigger. How do we do that? Let me minimize the screen a bit so that everything can enter. So for medicine, medicines are usually agent size. Let's make them 56. Courses, of course, English, biology, of course, and civic education. And public health, let's see, public health is 14. And English, health science, and civic. Oh, we even have law. Let's remove law as a faculty. Let's just remove it. Let's just work with this. And yeah, so we have our university. We have our university objects, and like I mentioned, we want to see the courses that students in computer science offers, because our students, that is John Doe, wants to know the courses that his department offers. Let's assume that we know how the object is structured. So we know that, okay, we'll have the sciences objects first before we have the departments inside the sciences. So since we know how our object is structured, let's just work with what we have. So let's try and assess. So since we already know that, okay, sciences is a faculty on its own, and it's basically what our student A has. It's the same with what our student A has. Let's just get the faculty. So call it faculty, and let's get the university object, and let's get sciences objects as well. So we have our faculty now. So since we now have a faculty, I guess our role now is to check if the department of our students matches with a department within the sciences faculty, and if it does, return the courses for that particular department. So let's start with our loop. So say let's say for let department and faculty so for let department and faculty, let's do our checks. So if department is equal to student A dot department is equals to student A dot department. If it's equal to student A dot department, then let's get the courses. So we'll now do, if it's equals to this, return a step department dot courses. So what we just said here is if the department name is equals to the department that our student is signed up for, then return the courses. So let's run this. Oh, true. Legal return statements. Oh, okay. We need to break out of the loop, right? Let's create a dummy. Let's call it let's call it let's call it student course. Let's so let's assign it here instead, and let's minimize this. Oh no. Okay, I think making it bigger works. Okay, so once we have this, we just once we have this, we'll now do this is meant to be a function. It's meant to be in a function. This. So let's wrap this in a function to make our code cleaner. Function get student calls. Let's wrap all of this. Set the function. Okay, let's do the right end. So you have the uni, you have the students. And let's replace this here. And for this, let's replace this here. And this as well. What else? Okay, I think we're good. Good. Just formatting. Is it formatting? And let's call the function now. So let's pass in the university object because it's the first one, and student a object. So let's return. I'm going to return student courses. Then let's get course. John. Or let's call it my course. The course. And then the console.log. My course. That's right. So let's run this. Oh wow, undefined. What's happened? Get student course. What's happened? Get student course. You have the university array. You have student array. Have your uni.sciences. You have some of student course. What could have gone wrong? Art sciences. Dot sciences. Student course. News. Let's see what could have gone wrong. Let's rerun this and let's place in debugger. So so get a faculty. Oh, interesting. Uni.sciences. Okay, gets a different department. Student course no. Department is faculty. Department is CS, so if CS is equals to student.department, let's see. Student.department. Oh, I've seen where the issue came from. So we are not meant to get the information from the student object. So I'm meant to get the information from the university object. From the department. That's this particular department. I think that is where we got it all wrong. That was where we got it all wrong. So let's go back to our console. We'll know where the issue is coming from. Let's rerun. So this time around, we should move to the debugger statement. And let's use the department instead. And this time it should work. Didn't work. Let's see what happened. Oh, yes. I made another mistake. So what happened was I was calling department, which is a string, dot courses, which doesn't work. So what I'm meant to do is to call faculty to get faculty using the yeah, I'm meant to do something like this instead. So this should work. So I'm meant to get the faculty and then passing departments, because we don't know which departments we're referring to. All we know that at the stage in our loop, our department is matching what we have in the student's object, but we don't know for sure what department it is. So since we don't know, we make use of this method. So let's run this. And yay, we can see that we have our student object, and our student object has our courses, which is maths, physics, and data structure. And yeah, our courses has maths, physics, and data structure. So let's say we are not interested in the students figures. Let's just get the courses. So let's run this, but then let's modify it a bit. So since we have access to the particular department, let's get the courses instead. Running this returns just our course array. So yeah, so that is basically all of it. I hope you've been able to learn how to work with objects in JavaScript. And yeah, I hope you've also learned how to iterate through an object using JavaScript. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.